So it's been about a month and a half since the last time I saw him. The last time I saw him, he was walking away in handcuffs. And I don't know, it seems that image is really burned into my mind, like a lot of other images that are burned into my mind from this whole situation, the incident, the entire relationship, I don't know, I want to say that I'm doing a lot better, but I feel like it's just not going to get better. Next month, hopefully, is the trial, and I am going to go to the trial, and I'm not looking forward to seeing his face. I'm not looking forward to see the face that I beat myself up loving. I completely destroyed myself for this person. I don't want to see his face, but then again, I kind of do. I want to see if there's any regret or remorse in his eyes, if he'll even look at me, which I know he will. But I'm afraid of him trying to come and talk to me. I'm afraid of him using social media. I'm afraid of him using Tumblr or my Instagram or anything, because we were very connected. We were sharing photos to each other and messaging each other a lot, and well, he was sharing photos and messaging a lot of other women as well. And I'm still getting night terrors. I'm still waking up from dreams gone wrong about him. It happens 2 to 3 times a week, honestly. I mean, I wake up screaming sometimes, but mostly just sobbing so hard that I actually wake myself up. I've had a few dreams of where I've actually confronted the women that he's been with behind my back, and I'm never violent towards them, just asking them why. Why would you do that? It was, our relationship was so obvious in our social circle that why would you think that that's even, why would you want that to even happen? Like, what if you were in my shoes? And just waking up crying for that. I toss and turn a lot. I hit. Mostly not like being aggressive, but like defensive hitting. These are just things that I'm told. I've had friends stay the night because I don't want to be alone with my thoughts. I don't want to have to bury them with like weed or drinking, because then I'm just, that kind of self-medication it's not healthy. It feels great, but it's not healthy. And I've been definitely trying not to be, how do I put it, a pity partier, where I'm just feeling so terrible that I'm just going to get as drunk as I possibly can, and hopefully somebody will take care of me. I'm not doing that. I'm pretty proud of not being that way. I know a lot of people do handle their problems like that. My body is still covered in scars. Those aren't going to go away, and it's swimsuit season now. I mean, today is kind of gray, but it's really sunny a lot, and I don't want to have to wear long sleeves anymore. But my arms are just, I look like a tiger, and people notice. Some people are more polite than others, but some people actually point them out and go, ooh, looks like that hurt. Yeah, it fucking hurt. Yeah, I fucking did it to myself, obviously. Does this look like I just let my arm just sit there while the cat just scratched it up? Like, what? Do you want to know the story? Because you already fucking know the story. Some people are so ignorant. But I guess I wouldn't have done it unless unless I was wanting to see it on my body. After thinking about it a lot, I think I did it to myself, and mind you, in front of him, as he was insulting me and lecturing me and telling me what a filthy creature I was and how ashamed he was of me and how I have no remorse. And this is after months and months of telling him how sorry I was for cheating on him. He didn't exactly make it easy. He didn't exactly make me feel fucking loved, but at least I changed and stopped being a fucking asshole to him and started devoting myself to him. That's what you do when you're sorry. You stop the behavior that made you be sorry for, hurting someone's feelings, or you stop doing it. I stopped doing it. And every time that he did it and said that he was sorry, it was just kind of a tool, it was a weapon in his arsenal to make me feel bad about even confronting him on it or being angry about it. And I'm allowed to be angry. I'm so fucking allowed to be angry about this because he made me feel like I was worthless. I thought I was going to die by his hands because he was going to go too far. I mean, this guy was going fucking insane. In my house, at me, on me. I'm allowed to be mad. And I'm still mad. Nothing is going to stop me from being mad other than just time. Time and probably fucking counseling, which is what I should really go and do. But I'm kind of stubborn, and I've been talking about all this so much. I've been letting everybody know. I'm not being quiet about this, and no one should ever be quiet about this if they go through something like this, where they have a significant other beat them down mentally and physically, because that's not ever going to make that person, the abuser, stop. They'll never learn their lesson, and a lot of times, abusers don't change. They don't, because they have to make the physical and mental decision to stop being physically and mentally abusive. You deal with abusiveness by looking at the abusiveness, not the anger behind the person, his reasoning, his or her reasoning or justifications, because a lot of it is just excuses. All abusers have are excuses. Like, oh, she hurt my feelings so bad, and she broke my heart, and I just wanted to make her feel the way that I feel. Yeah, well, you know what? When someone starts mutilating their body in front of you, you kind of need to fucking stop harassing and attacking and assaulting them. Like, are you just not human? Do you not feel? And I'm thoroughly convinced that this person is not human, does not feel, and never fucking loved me. No matter how many times he told me that he loved me, it always felt like a Hallmark card. An insincere statement of love. When I actually fucking loved him unconditionally. Every single time that he cheated on me, I should have stopped after the second time of forgiving him and been like, no, I don't want to do this. But the fact is that the situation that I was living in, I was actually trapped with this person. This person wasn't trapped with me. I was trapped with him. It's like Stockholm Syndrome, where I had traumatic bonding with this person, didn't want them to go, and honestly, I'm kind of happy that this person is in jail behind bars far fucking away from me, because he would have been around me, and I would never be able to have any chance of healing myself like I do now. And I have been working on it. It's hard. It is really hard having to step back and realize that, wow, you really let this person get to you. You really let this person rip you apart. Why did you do that? You're stronger than that. You're smarter than that. But of course, I just don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't like walking down the street in my own town And I can't even go to like a pizza place without seeing someone, some girl that he sent dick pics to, because I know all about him. He wasn't very good at hiding things. And he did it a lot. There was a lot of evidence of what he was doing. And again and again and again and again and again and again, I fucking forgave him. Like a fucking idiot. Like a fucking sap. And he never forgave me. He never forgave me for anything. He'd always bring past things up just to jab at me. Even though I was sorry. Even though I did things to prove that I was sorry. I would give him gifts, and I would just love him, and just give him affection. And when he, was kind of an asshole, I'd be like, oh, no, that's okay. I just let him walk all over me. I really wanted to believe that he loved me. His affections were blessings to me. I just really wanted him to fucking love me. I tried so goddamn fucking hard, and in the end, I got hurt. I got really fucking hurt and screwed over. Fuck, I don't want to admit it, but I miss him, but who do I miss? Did I even know this person? Was he even real? Was anything he said genuine? I remember one time driving in the car and we had his kids with him. We took care of his kids. I got his kids back for him. And no good father abuses and talks down upon the mother of his own children. We were in the car with his kids, and we had been fighting. Technically, he had left me at that point, but he was still living with me, living off of me, because he had nowhere to go. And I just was driving, and I just started crying, and I was really holding it back. I was really trying not to cry in front of the kids, because they don't know, and they don't understand, and they don't need to be a part of this. I'm not their mom. I just wanted to be there for the kids, because I loved those kids. They weren't mine, but I loved his kids. So we're driving the car, and I'm choking back tears, and he looks over at me. He said, "What's wrong?" I feel like I'm being used. This is a guy that's living at my house, saying that he is not my boyfriend, having sex with me, living off of me, using my car late at night to go get whatever, drugs, weed, who knows, and using me to look good to the mother of his children so he can see his children, using my car to go pick them up and bring them back. This guy was using me, and I was sitting right there just taking it, being his chauffeur. And you know what he says to me? He said he loved me, and I broke down, because I knew it wasn't true, that he loved the things I did for him. He did not love me. I mean, I don't even think he knows what my favorite color is, or even my favorite candy bar, or flowers. He never really made me feel special at all, except for, and he said this. He said I wouldn't be here if I didn't want you. So his presence was supposed to be enough, that he didn't have to put any effort, that he got to live these double standards, that he got to go flirt with women in front of me and say erotic stories of his past sex life. But God forbid if I ever looked at another man, or had a conversation with another man, or even spoke of my past sexual experiences just to kind of chime in. I'm not even trying to one up, because god damn, the things he would say it was almost gross. It was almost gross what he has done. Made me feel like a fucking nun. I've come to find out that most of it is not true. But when you hear the love of your life tell you that he fisted an older woman, it's disgusting. Really? Great story, bro. I'm just so confused. I want to say I fucking hate him, but I don't. I don't hate him. I don't know if I love him anymore. I used to. I love the idea of him, but I don't think I ever knew him. In the beginning, I told him I didn't want to be used. I didn't want to be used. Every single fucking boyfriend I've ever had has always been a deadbeat, and a loser, and a bastard, and an abuser. And he said he was going to be different, and he just ended up being exactly the same. He gathered up all my weaknesses and used them as weapons against me to control me. I just really wish it wasn't this way. I just wanted him to love me. What is wrong with that? I didn't force it. He was the one that forced it, and then I wanted him to love me the way that he said he did. I wanted him to love me the way that I loved him. But it was like living with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It was just an emotional terrorist. It's so hard to, meet girls and hang out with girls, because it's about 80% possible that he fucked them. He is such a fucking man whore. I fell for a fuckboy. And he ended up almost ending my fucking life.